Welcome, welcome, beautiful, to Eringy. I'm Erin, and this is your new moon energy forecast for January 2024. So grab your oracle cards or tarot deck. You don't have to if you don't have any, but if you do, always good to have them at hand. Sorry, I've got my cat sitting down here. You want to say hello? Hey, say hello. This is Teddy. Oh, he's such a spud muffin. He's so cheeky, so beautiful. And he's shedding a lot of his hair at the moment, so no doubt my top is going to be covered in fur. Yeah. All right, so grab your tarot cards, oracle cards, if you want to use them, and pen and paper are also helpful too, because the new moon is about, creating and planting new seeds. And sometimes when we watch these sorts of readings, now I've got hair in my mouth. Sometimes when we watch these readings, we understand the meaning of it, but we soon forget. So writing down your insights is really helpful. You can look back at it later. Okay, so go do that, and then we'll get started. Alrighty, gorgeous. So we are January, a new year, which is really exciting. It's sort of like a new energy as a whole for 2024, and the energy for this month, the overarching energy, is about starting fresh, which is very appropriate. But that's exactly what Spirit was communing with me through the monthly energy forecast. So if you haven't seen that, you might want to check that out as well. So this is about the new moon. Okay, so starting fresh, setting new goals, setting new intentions. So what is that for you? Let's take a look at what part of your life is what goals that you can set. And I have drawn the Hierophant card. So your goal for this month, and almost sort of feeling like this is this year, but let's just focus on the month. For this particular new moon is really about coming back to self. Okay, the Hierophant is one who seeks wisdom within themselves, and they are motivated because, they're motivated by wanting to evolve within themselves and seek sort of like a deeper meaning to their lives. So this is very much where you're at, seeking a deeper purpose. So you're not being motivated too much by financial, material success. The Hierophant is more about finding fulfillment within yourself, within your life. It might be showing up in career as far as the financial side of things, but it might not either. Okay, so that's basically the energy of this particular new moon. Your goal is to find deeper meaning, which is it sounds so easy. Personally, I feel like finding deeper meaning can be like a lifetime's worth of work. So it's not to be taken lightly, and it's certainly not something that you can essentially achieve within a few hours. Okay, but it is definitely something that worth focusing on for sure. Like more than worth focusing on, like almost essential. Okay, so how can you align to that? Align to the energy of the Hierophant, align to your truth. Courage. Okay, so 9 of Wands. So the 9 of Wands speaks of courage, it speaks of determination, it speaks of going against the odds and kind of fighting your way through, even if you feel like there is just, barriers ahead of you. Okay, so when we speak of the Hierophant and we talk about going internal and we talk about finding, your true, your real inner meaning, why are you here, right? The big questions. It's likely how can I put it? It's likely going to come up with some stuff as well by you exploring that. It's likely going to create barriers. And if you are really trying to take your purpose, right? So take your mission, your very motivation to do something, right? If you're trying to take that and you're trying to inject that into your lifestyle, then you are naturally going to come up with these sorts of things, some barriers, some obstacles, some challenges. You're going to come up with fear, and you're going to come up with doubt that this is the right path for you. But you have that inner strength, and I feel like if you were really, really in touch with your purpose, it wouldn't matter what was thrown at you, you would fight anyway. Yeah, because your purpose is the most important thing to you. And that might be showing up through family as well. So, you know, I do tend to kind of take purpose as, well, it could be your career, but certainly not just career. It can be through your relationships. So your family, your friends, your loved ones, okay? It can be how you communicate with them, how you have a lifestyle with them. So ultimately, when we are doing these sorts of readings, there's got to be an understanding that this is a collective one, okay? So I try to be specific, but it's pretty impossible when we're talking about all of humanity, alrighty? But we all are being subjected to this sort of energy, and it's really up to you personally as to what you want to do with it. Okay, so that's how you can align to it. Tap into the courage, tap into the determination, tap into your why. Okay, the very thing that is, it's like the thing that you're going to fight for, your values. Tap into that. That's going to help you move past these obstacles. Your next step, the 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups. Okay, so here's what I know. Say, for instance, you've been spending a lot of your time building a particular lifestyle because that's what you thought would be a good lifestyle for you. So you've put a lot of time, you've put a lot of energy into this particular life, right? Now that you're there or you're getting closer to it, there might be this part of you that's like, I don't know, I don't feel like I'm being fully fulfilled yet. I don't feel like I fully tapped into my very being, my very essence, my very, like, that's like, it's really hard. It's like to try and put it into words. But you might not be feeling that. You might just be like, I'm just, something is missing and I don't know what it is. Okay. That's where the Hierophant will come in to help you figure that out. What is that thing that's missing? Having the determination to be able to figure that out is another huge thing, which is the 9 of Wands. The part of the 8 of Cups, your next step, is realizing that even if you have created this particular life, even if you have put all this time and energy into it, it doesn't mean that you have to stay there. You don't have to stay there. It's okay to admit that it's just not your thing. It's okay to start fresh. Start something new. It's all right. It's okay to just admit, hey, you know what? I tried. It was good. It wasn't good. I'm deciding to move on. Because this is what's going to happen with the Hierophant. The Hierophant is that, it's like the gateway, you know, it's kind of like you open the gates and suddenly there's this plethora of other opportunities and other things that you just never thought were possible until you open the gate. But the only way that you can do that is by taking that first step, and the first step is moving on. The first step is realizing that some things might be challenging. Some things may require you to climb the mountain. Some things may need to be let go. So it's super, super internal. Even though we're working with the new moon, we tend to sort of think that it's just this tiny little window of opportunity. And the new moon sort of stays around roughly like 3, if that, days. And then it's like, oh, well, that's it. So really, technically, what Erin is saying, that's it. That's only for that small window, and then it's void. That's not the case. This energy is kind of like an introductory. So you take these messages and you integrate it into your life and you roll with it. All right. You take it and you roll with it. All right. So being that this is all about starting fresh, that's the overarching energy. And being that we're working with the new moon, which is an opportunity to plant new seeds, take this information and embrace what could potentially be if you were to take time and listen to what your heart is telling you. If you were to take time and actually follow through on what you dream of doing, of what you dream of becoming. Okay, and realize that, you know what, it's not going to be easy. All right, of course, it's not going to be easy. There's going to be challenges. It's going to require you to have courage, determination, resilience. It's going to sometimes require you to fight for what you believe in. But it's worth it, and you've got hope, which is so important. And it's also a requirement for you to just, carry on. Climb the mountain. And sometimes doing that, it means you've got to leave some things behind. And you've got to really be clear on what those things are that you need to let go of. Okay. The letting go part can happen when it's the full moon. So just use this beautiful lunar time. Okay. This beautiful time during the new moon to embrace these new opportunities, to embrace that chance, right? The chance to be connected to self. All right. A beautiful energy. So beautiful. So yeah, if you want to work with that, that would be amazing, and can totally change your life, really, if you are so true to your heart. Okay, so blessed new moon. Let me know how you're feeling about this particular energy, or how it shows up in your life. I would love to know. I am sending you so much love. Namaste.